these two intact dominant male Dobermans are going to meet. I want them to be friends. I'm going to show you how to have dominant intact dogs meet each other. What's criteria for correction? What do you need to let go? What do you correct? We're going to go through all of that. They did meet yesterday. They were good for a minute. There was some posturing, and then they reared up, they growled, and we pulled them away. So we're going to have them meet. The first thing you have to do is identify what is criteria for correction. Because they met yesterday, I kind of already know how it's going to go a little bit. So growling is not criteria for correction. There is going to be some growling. We can't just punish every behavior they do, or they're never going to meet. If you want dogs to be good together, they have to be with each other. And if you're saying, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that, you can't do that, they'll never be with each other, because they are going to do those things, and they need to run through, these two especially, need to run through this posturing because they are intact. They have to, males, they have to get through it a little bit to get to the good stuff. So, criteria for a leash correction: a walk away, maybe a grab, and sit your behind down, because the biggest and baddest people are in the mix, and you two don't need to worry about who's number one, because neither of you are number one. That's one thing we're doing. Plus, we're doing operant correcting of specific behaviors. So a big picture thing, and then a more micro thing of operantly correcting incorrect behavior. So any hits is not cool, right? Posturing, standing up tall, making eye contact, some rough play, some growling, we gotta let it go. Hitting is not cool. Obviously, biting would not be cool. Anything that hits you as out of line, right? Well, let's say this guy's being super nice, and this guy, Prince, is too rough. Laura's going to correct him, or I'm going to tell her to correct him, and vice versa for this guy. Now, Prince is going to get some leeway. Prince is older. Prince lives here. Prince is not aggressive. This guy is younger. He does not live here. This is Prince's house. You wouldn't let somebody come into your house and boss you around. And he is here because he has had some incidents with dogs. So he is going to get a shorter leash, so to speak. They're both pent up a little bit. Should we run them first separately? Yes, we should. Yes, you should. But for purposes of sometimes in real life, you can't do that. So we're going to do this right now. Now, if you have an aggressive reactive dog, the Beckman Aggression Program, I'll put the link in the description, might be right for you. You get tons of videos, lives with me every week. If you want to become a professional dog trainer and know how to do this complicated stuff and do it well and change people's lives, I have the Beckman Coaching Program. I'll put the link in the description. All right, you ready? Okay, so we're going to do a sit-stay first. Why a sit-stay? Because if your dog cannot do a sit-stay before they meet another dog, and your dog is not a perfect meter, they're not ready to meet the dog. They're not listening. They don't even know you're there. I see dogs pull to other dogs, then attack other dogs. If you simply do a sit-stay before they meet, the dog goes, you know they're in a listening mindset, and they go, oh yeah, sorry, lady, I didn't even know you were there. I was just focused on that dog. This dog needs to know I'm in his life before he does this meeting. Where is he going, by the way? Where is he going? It's not his, he doesn't just get to go meet every day. He's on a leash. There are rules. So he got basically the doorway method, my doorway method. Now he's hanging back. Sit. Let him say hi. Okay, go say hi to your friend. Niceness, niceness, niceness. Posturing, posturing, posturing. Hairs up on both of them. I felt a growl through the look at this. Tenseness, but they have to be together. They have to be together, or they'll never be good with each other. Call Prince away.
Prince!
Duke. Good boy. You were so good. You were so good. You were so good. Down. Okay. Okay. Good boys. That's a good boys. Keep walking. Keep moving. The notion that Prince, because he's my dog, should be perfect is insane. And I've seen this over the years. It's people who don't like my methods. Or it's people who think that a human or a dog should ever be perfect. And they comment and they say, oh, Prince was the problem. Oh, a trainer should be able to always call his dog off. The notion that this dog doesn't have emotions and feelings and bad days, the notion that I don't have emotions and feelings and bad days is insane. The internet, some people on the internet need to chill the F out. And let's put it, I have 600 videos on social media. Am I going to make mistakes? Absolutely. Is Prince going to make mistakes? Absolutely. Let's follow you around with a camera and put you in highly distressing situations, and with your kids and with your husband and with your boyfriend and with your wife, and you tell me if there's not mistakes made. So right there, Prince was more the problem. That growl and back away, maybe he wasn't. But Prince is also at his house. Prince might have sensed something from him he didn't want, and he says, my job is to sometimes tell dogs what's up, and he felt something there. Maybe he wasn't at fault. He looked like he was at fault to me. That's okay. Prince has hundreds of hours of help. Prince has helped more dogs than any dog, I would say, in the world. Maybe Cesar Millan's dogs have. Prince has trained more dogs than Prince has trained more aggressive dogs than every single positive reinforcement trainer in the world combined. That is fact. They don't train these dogs. They don't deal with these dogs. This one dog has done that. Why did Prince get weird there or growl at him? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's okay. It didn't hurt anything. It was good for this dog, in fact. A dog might growl at you out in the world. He dealt with it, and he got reinforced for it. He was helped by it. I just want to talk about this dog, though. How freaking great is this dog? This guy's dealing with everything. This guy came to me because he has problems with dogs, and I'm not saying he doesn't, but what an unbelievable temperament on this dog. He was like giving, saying, I don't want to fight. That's what you want, a dog that stands tall, confident, but is not like out there wanting to fight. That's the video. Dog meetings. You hopefully got some body language stuff out of there. It was mainly about criteria. What is the criteria for correction? You always have to know that going into any difficult meeting. You can't be in the moment and your emotions take over and your fear takes over and you go, oh my God, and you pull them away and you never let them meet again. You really have to go into it going, I'm not going to let these 4 things happen, but I'm going to let everything else happen. And then you pull away, correct, bring them back. They got to get back together, unless it's dangerous. And you can, by the way, you can do this with muzzles. Obviously, we wouldn't do this with muzzles because they're good. But a more difficult situation, both muzzles on, 2 leashes on, go meet. You got to be together in order to become friends. That's just how it works. You can't become friends when they're not together. That's the video.